Hi, I'm Julia and this isn't my shed. So today's video is on the subject of this Denford Micromill 2000 in fact. It's been modified to use Linux CNC, which is what this board is here, and to do that they've removed the control card. We still have the control card, but it's very corroded. So what I'd like to do today is try and remove all the corrosion so that we can use this board in the future. So actually go back to using the Denford software rather than Linux CNC. I'd quite like to get this machine back to its original state. So the main motor, spindle motor, has been replaced with a router. But I do have the original motor, so I'd quite like to get it all back to original because it's quite a nice piece of kit. Really good for engraving, I think. So yeah. So let's see if we can declag the circuit board. So what we're going to use today is this Genelite rust remover. Which is similar to naval jelly. It's got phosphoric acid in it. Certainly I've used it in the past for removing rust from cars. It's basically a rust treatment. So a bit of an odd application then, you might think, cleaning circuit boards. But I've recently watched a video on the channel called Adrian's Digital Basement. And he renovates a lot of 8-bit microcomputers, sort of vintage computers, and quite often they've been damaged by having a leaking battery. So this particular board had a battery mounted here, so you can sort of see there's a load of greenery around this side. Not so bad on the back side. I have this grey residue is where I've tried to use IPA to clean it, and I've sort of got some of the dirt off. You can see actually some of these connectors are green as well, so I might need to replace those, although I think these are the ones that are actually used. So I'll have to try and clean all that up. But yes, so the Adrian's Digital Basement, he used naval jelly, and he just used it for a very short period of time, just to get rid of all the green, and it worked really well. So I think I'm going to have a go using this Genelite. Oh, top tip, if you want to buy some of this, buy it directly from Genelite, because they do free postage. And I've seen the same product at the post inclusive price plus postage off from Amazon. So yeah, buy British, buy local. So okay, so I've got one of these brushes. I think they actually call them acid brushes because they have a metal handle which is resistant to acid. This has a lovely pink colour. It's a thick gel, so hopefully it shouldn't go everywhere. I think that's far enough if we just go up to sort of here. I shall continue to agitate that for a minute. I will put some on the connector as well, because I can see that's quite corroded. So we'll see if we can get some. We'll do this side of the board as well. Now, what you can't see off screen is I've got a tub with distilled water in it. So my idea is that once we're done, I can straight away dunk this in the in the water, and it should wash it all away then. That is looking good actually. I can't see any green anymore, so we'll keep agitating it for a moment, and then just looking at the rest of the board to see if that needs doing. Let's have a quickly optivisor on. Yeah, I think I'll give the whole board a very light going over. Just to get rid of any surface corrosion. Because it seems quite bad at the top. This bottom side seems okay. Right, I think that'll do. It's all coming up quite nicely now. So I think we'll get it in the water. So I'll pop the top on. I've barely used any of that. So do with a little bit more distilled water. So what we can see now is that instead of green we've got bare copper. So that's where the acid has gone through the etch resist and actually exposed the copper tracks. That's this area here. Hopefully you can see. So I think with those areas that are exposed, we'll use a bit of nail varnish, just clear nail varnish, which shouldn't do any damage, and it will also protect it. And if we ever need to remove it, you can just use nail varnish remover, which is acetone, and that should work fine. Yeah, you can see that on this side, which is the other side to where the battery was, there's a little bit of bare copper there as well, so that did need doing. So, yeah, it's all looking very good. The board is looking quite a bit brighter now actually. It's removed all the corrosion from the solder traces, so that's a good bonus, except for this area, which I was a bit concerned about. But overall, that's definitely brightened up the whole circuit board, so that's good. So I think we're nice and rinsed. I'll get some fresh water just from a bottle outside and give it another rinse, and then pop it in the sun to dry out. But certainly looking quite a bit better. This was all green, and yeah, I think we've done a nice job there, and it's no damage done. So we'll get this rinsed and dry, and we'll give it a go. So hopefully that's clear in the video. We've got rid of all of the green corrosion that was on these pins, and you can see there's some exposed copper there, so we'll need to cover that up with some clear nail varnish. But so I'm really pleased with how that repair's gone. I've got myself some clear nail varnish, so I'll just find my magnifying goggles and we'll give that a go. We'll try and get some of this nail varnish on the exposed copper. Right, I think that'll do for this side. Okay, so I'll put that out in the sun to dry. I think this is a UV curing gel top coat. There you go. For those that wear nail varnish. But yeah, I think that will protect it. I'll say it is removable, so if we need to do any rework, should be okay. So anyway, I hope you found that interesting or helpful, useful. So it's something I've not come across before. That's another view of the product I'm using, Genelite rust remover. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Like, share and subscribe. Please leave a comment if you've perhaps heard of this method before, or whether you prefer a different method. Let me know. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. So just as a postscript to the cleanup video, as you can see, it's still looking really nice. When I came to test it, I found that one of the tracks had dissolved. I think it was the receive line. So it's not a great repair, but I've put in a wire wrap wire. That trace goes off to this is the main processor, and now it works. So if you can see there, it's flashing an L. How clear that is. That means it's waiting for its firmware to be downloaded. So I'll start the software up and we'll see that change. So this is the Denford software. If we go down to this corner, this button connects to the machine. So we'll click on that and it will start to do the download. So that just takes a few seconds. You see it's started there now. So if we go back to the card, we should see the L turn to what is effectively called an E. So the 3 lines means the E stop is connected. So I'll just disengage the E stop. This is the E stop relay. You see it's in the off position. So I'll press the button and you should see that go across, hopefully. So you can see now that's in the on position. And the board is now ready to receive commands, so it's gone to number 2 on the status LED. So what I can do actually is, in the software, the first thing you have to do is always home. So if we just do home XYZ, you can hear it's all homed, and then I can jog the machine So there you go. So that's a very successful fix. I'm very pleased with that.